50 years. That's longer than I've been alive. That's right, my friends. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of ASCRS this time around. There's so much going on. I've been involved at ASCRS for 20 years. It's been around 50. Come check it out and let's have a good time.
How much has changed in 50 years has been a big part of the time machine, just how different things look. There's a waiting room area, exam lane, and an OR. So you'll see all of that in there. It should be very fun.
Well, we're here in the ASCRS time machine. Look at that wood paneling and carpet color. Incredible. Now follow me. We're gonna take a step down history lane. But I really wanted to focus in on this 1973 Cavitron Kelman phaco emulsifier system. Look at that device. It's a little more basic than what we have going on today in ophthalmology. Irrigation, aspiration, not much else going on, but certainly revolutionary in its day and age. Well, the ASCRS time machine takes us back in time, but we're checking out a lot of other innovations here and interviews with experts. Follow me.
My first stop was over to see our old friends at Alcon to see what the future of eye care is looking like.
Cool jacket there, sir.
That's Dr. Robert Melendez sharing his insights on the integration of smart tech through all the components of the OR and beyond. As he says, the future is now with the Smart Cataract Suite. We then headed out around the Alcon floor to meet ASCRS outgoing president, Dr. Liz Yo. She was head over heels about the Centurion Vision System and Active Sentry handpiece and their ability to allow surgeons to operate at a lower, more physiological IOP. And finally, the tour took us to Jeanette Bankus, who gave some insights into Alcon's sustainability efforts.
We sell millions and millions of custom packs each year. We decided to discover and work on green cell foam. It's environmentally friendly, so in water it actually dissolves. When you think about all the cardboard, all the shipment emissions around carbon, we're halving the size of all of the packaging. So we need to think about how we educate, how we ship, how we package, and how, if it requires engineering that we need you to be non-environmentally friendly for safety, we have to recycle that stuff.
It's great to see the big companies taking the lead in the drive for a more sustainable future. I then flew off to get the lowdown on the buzz surrounding the new LENSAR Ally system.
Yes, the eyelash system is our Gen 2 femtosecond laser system. What excites me most about this system is the fact that it's integratable to preoperative devices. Also, we have a very unique feature where we're able to put nubs on the capsulotomy to be able to assist in aiding in aligning the toric IOL. We also have 6 Shine Fluke cameras here versus the 1 from our Gen 1 system, and we're able to move the laser swiftly from part position to the full deploy, just the pull of an actual joystick. And the fact that you can actually put it right in the operating room and do it sterile. This year we have launched in Europe. We're gonna be installing some systems in India as well, and China.
Now that's definitely a device to keep your eyes on. I soon headed over to the famous ASCRS tap room, not to drink, but to catch some of the Kelman Corner talk with some legends from the field, and to hear their experience of the early ASCRS days.
Everybody was kind of considered to be an outlaw by the rest of ophthalmology. And we found great support and reassurance among each other.
Everyone was welcoming. Anyone was invited to the podium. You could talk about anything, even if controversial.
And they, to a person, were kind and welcoming and sharing of their information. Oh, that was extraordinary.
There's a time and a place and a certain chemistry that came together to allow this to happen. So it was a great stimulus to me, just to be able to present my work and listen to others.
It was so cool to hear about the impact that ASCRS had on the early careers of these seasoned pros. It was great catching up with another familiar face, Dr. Susan McDonald, to hear about the ASCRS Foundation's efforts and to get a little bit inspired.
Everybody that's doing this work really speaks of how it really grows your heart and opens your heart, that you're not chasing happiness, you're feeling joy for the first by helping other people. I think the second thing that's really important to pay attention to is awareness that when you're working in another country, it's really important to make sure that you're doing more good than serving your own needs. And also really making sure that you're bringing and teaching what is needed. The real impact that we can have is if we open up this discussion and we're including all ASCRS members. And there are so many people in ASCRS that have the ability to do good and are doing good. So why not have a session where we really are integrating that information for everyone?
Well, after that, I was certainly feeling charitable and my dancing feet were ready to groove. So Susan, Liz Yo, myself, and our entire Sight Sisters team got our disco gear on and hit the dance floor. The 1974 themed Party for a Purpose was packed with entertainment, including a band bringing the sounds of the 70s. There were all sorts of era-inspired costumes on display, plenty of photo ops to capture the memories, and everyone was out to impress with their dress and their moves, including some familiar faces. I was having a blast with my funky jacket fitting in perfectly, and when it came time for a challenge, the Sight Sisters and I hit center stage to show them all how it's done. What can I say? We took the top prize for charity and the rest is history. It was awesome to be back in the Northeast where I got the chance to catch up with my pop and show the social media world a little bit of his eclectic art gallery called Mozart in Newcastle, Delaware. I also took the opportunity to get in some extreme weather kayaking with my buddy Ulf of Teleon. And of course, getting to see and catch up with the ever-growing list of familiar faces at ASCRS and its pioneering community that has been meeting for 50 years was just amazing.
Well, that's a wrap for ASCRS's annual meeting in Boston at this great 50th anniversary. We're going to Los Angeles next year for ASCRS. But in the meantime, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage of some great KOLs, events, and of course, all for a purpose, the noble mission of eye care. I'm headed out into the city to have a good time as usual. I'll see you next show, my friends. Take care.